right. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Katie. This is Nico, Virginia, Alex, and Sanjeev, and we are Giftify. So a few months ago, my mom's birthday rolled around, and I wanted to get her a special present now that I make my own money and I can drive myself. However, this task was a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I found myself out for almost 3 hours picking up and putting down various items, not knowing what would suit our relationship, her personality, and her interests. As I was expressing my frustration with my teammates the following day, we concluded that most teenagers struggle with this issue of not knowing what to get their parents, and most people struggle with this issue in general. Statistics show that 1 in 2 people receive an unwanted gift each holiday season, averaging out to $49.45 per present, totaling in $16 billion wasted on unwanted gifts just in the holiday season. I know I didn't want to contribute to this $16 billion, and I'm sure you guys don't as well. Giftify is trying to solve the problem of people not knowing what to get their loved ones as presents, and we have the perfect solution.
Giftify is an online gift concierge service where we find you the perfect presents for your loved ones. Our website allows you to create a free or premium account and order a customized gift box based on an in-depth personal survey about the recipient. We have a $20, $30, $50, and $100 box, with each box including up to 10 items. The customer's payment covers the cost of the items in the box, and there will be an additional service fee added when you check out. Our survey will ask questions about their age, gender, hobbies, and style in order to create the perfect personalized box. All of your completed surveys will be automatically saved so you can continue to order from us in the future. So with both the free and premium account, you receive access to a personalized box and your survey results will be saved. But for just $9.99 a year, you can receive multiple premium benefits such as custom boxes where you can mix and match each item in the box, custom wrapping, you can receive reminders and pre-order boxes for upcoming occasions, and you can even add a personalized message card in your box.
So when we were deciding who Giftify would be best for, we narrowed down to 2 groups, grandparents and teenagers. We thought that Giftify would be a great solution for grandparents because a lot of the time, grandparents don't know what to get their grandkids as presents, and they often struggle deciding. However, grandparents are not the most tech-savvy group, and we figured that it may be hard for them to fill out an online survey. This is why we figured that Giftify would be best for teenagers. During our interview process, we surveyed teenagers and found out that almost 83% of teenagers find it hard to get a good gift. Of those, almost all of them don't know what to get as a present, and about half of them think that it takes too much time. This is why someone like Katie would be perfect for us. Katie is a busy student. She plays a sport, she works a job, and she has to try and balance her social life with all of this. As a result, she doesn't have much free time to spending hours and hours surfing online or going to a store to find a good gift. This is why Giftify would be the perfect solution for someone like Katie. Now, Katie could easily go to one of our competitors, but here's why she would want to go to Giftify instead. As opposed to just finding out basic facts about the recipient like their age and gender, the Giftify survey is in-depth and detailed, so we actually find out the recipient's personality and characteristics. We get to know the recipient, and that's really important in finding a good gift. It's also convenient and saves time, because instead of spending hours and hours shopping in a store or surfing online, all you have to do is fill out a survey that takes 15 minutes, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible with gift recommendations and a custom gift box. Also, with our premium option, you can customize your gift box by mixing and matching items from all of our different boxes, and you can really customize it and make it how you want it to make it the best gift possible for your recipient. Gift giving is a huge industry. There's $465 billion spent on gifts every single year. Of those, about $253 million are spent by teenagers online. This is our market, and we think that our market share could be about $15,000, targeting about 300 customers buying a box at an average price of $50. We think that this could be a huge opportunity because of how big the gift-giving industry is.
What draws the line between Giftify and our competitors is the amount of depth we go into to finding you the best fit through our survey, feedback, and website. Our competitors have a very broad website and limited amount of questions throughout their survey. They also use a technological algorithm for their survey results.
So to reach out to someone like Katie, we need to employ a multitude of marketing tactics.
As for our free marketing tactics, first we'll use Instagram to reach out to our early adopters like Katie. And we also plan to do a VHS TV segment, and that will allow us to reach up to 3,000 teenagers. As for paid marketing strategies, we also plan to use flyers. And we'll post these around at like areas around Barrington where teenagers can be found. And we also will plan in the future to set up an Instagram account. So during our MVP process, we'll be testing pricing, demand, and construction. So one major phase of our MVP is going to be constructing and selling actual boxes. We're going to be targeting teenagers within our customer segment, and we're hoping to sell 10 to 20 boxes. The first component of this process is pricing. On our survey, the teenager is going to select their budget, and within that price that they select, we're also going to charge an additional service fee for profits. The total amount that the customer pays us is going to go towards two things. One is going to be paying off the amount of the items in the box. So we're actually not, the actual cost of the items in the box is coming directly from the customer. The rest of the money goes towards our profits through an additional service fee. The service fee starts at 25% for our $20 box, and as the price of the box goes up, the service fee decreases in percent. The service fee for our $100 box is only 10%, and our 4 box options are 20, 30, 50, and 100, as Virginia said. After the customer chooses the price that they chooses their budget, and we've determined the pricing and the service fee, we're going to review their survey results, and we're going to research the best options of what we can put in the boxes. This is a really important process because these 2 steps are vital in perfecting the gift-giving process. We want to make sure that through these 2 steps we can find the best gift possible, and we want to perfect our survey to make these 2 steps easier. Finally, after we've decided a wide range of options for this person based on their survey results, we're going to narrow it down to 3 main boxes. Each box has 4 to 10 items, and within the box, we're going to present 3 options to the customer. The customer can view the 3 options, and through those 3 options, they can choose one that they really like, or if they don't like any of them, they can let us know, and we'll give them 3 brand new options. After we give them the 3 options and they choose, we'll then construct the box and ship it to them. So this is our survey. We'll send this out to friends, family, and other interested people around Barrington throughout the next semester. And this will give us qualitative feedback about the construction of our product, basically the process from going from the survey to the construction of the gift box. And we have a goal of assembling 10 boxes based on the surveys. This is our landing page. Potentially interested customers can enter in their email in exchange for the incentive of deals and coupons. And this will give us quantitative feedback about the exact demand for our business. And we have a goal of 100 respondents for our mailing list. Our timeline to implement this MVP, from December 15th to April 20th, we'll send out the survey and create custom gift boxes based off the survey. From December 15th to May 1st, we'll collect emails on our landing page. And from April 20th to May 1st, we'll send out a feedback survey to those that purchase a gift box. And from May 1st, we'll review the feedback surveys and the results of our MVP to perfect our business and see what we need to work on. So to implement our MVP, we're asking for $170. This comes from 20 boxes, 10 large and 10 small, coming out to $55. Box decorations like tissue and confetti coming out to $50. Custom stickers and cards coming out to $50, which is 24 custom stickers at $20 and 20 custom message cards at $30, as well as $10 spent on 20 flyers posted around Barrington.
Giftify would be a perfect solution for somebody with my issue, and I'm sure you all can implement as well. Get ready to give better with Giftify. Thank you for listening.
You only need 20 flyers?
Yeah, we're not like handing them out to people, we'll just be posting them around Barrington and areas where teenagers
Why wouldn't you hand them out?
well, since we're targeting teenagers, we think that would be more effective to like an Instagram as opposed to handing out physical flyers to teenagers.
Are these designed to fit inside as like a certain size box? Like will the items inside, like, are you gearing this towards a uniformly sized box so that you can, from a supply standpoint and mailing and postage postage and everything, you can try to get to a certain
Yes.
predictable price point.
Yeah.
You didn't really talk much about your competitors. Who are they?
If we go back to that slide, so far all of our competitors are indirects because they only provide gift recommendations, whereas
Oh.
Giftify actually sends the box to your front door.
Okay, so you're full service.
Yeah,
Yes.
we take it a step further.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So about your revenue, could you talk to us about that?
Yeah, so, as I said, there's a additional service fee in addition to the base cost of the box. So with the service fee and the cost of the box combined, we're gonna be covering two things. One is like the price of the physical gifts in the box. So the money that pays for those gifts actually comes directly from the customer, and then the remainder of the money goes towards our profits.
Okay, so let's say I wanted to do a birthday present for a child. What am I looking, what kind of cost am I looking at?
So it's actually up to you how much you're willing to pay, but our four base price options are $20, $30, $50, and $100.
Okay,
And then in addition to the base price, there's a $5 to $10 service fee depending on which price you chose.
got it.
So you pick up the gift based on the feedback that the buyer of the gift gives you about the recipient of the gift.
Yeah, based on
And
certain.
then does the buyer of the gift see the gift that they're giving?
Yeah, so we're gonna give them 3 different options, and then they can choose one that they like after we review and research.
So you say you put together stuff in a box. I mean, is it more than one gift in the box or
Yes, up to 10, yes.
up to 10?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around the benefit that this concept is actually offering. If I follow it through, if I were an ideal customer for you, I just would subscribe to you with all my gifting needs, let's say for the coming year, so that I don't forget a birthday or forget an anniversary, which I'm really good at, or forget anything. And then you remind me, your son's birthday's coming up. These are the 3 options. I mean, could this be that kind of a service where I can set up everything I need for the coming year and then you reach out to me and remind me it's
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, one of your survey questions when you're developing an MVP is, how far in advance people would be willing to pay for a gift, and would they be willing to, basically subscribe to 3 years in a row of birthdays and things like that for a discount. I mean, if it's truly the opportunity to put some of the gift giving on autopilot.
That would be
A
nice.
lot of these are recurring.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, you guys are kind of like the secret shoppers, or to an extent, you're shopping for the people based on this feedback. Are you going to be charging them the exact price that you're paying for this object, or for this present, or these multiple presents, or are you making margin on that? So are you going out to Amazon, are you going out to, Walmart or whatever, and actually physically buying these products?
Yeah, so that's what we're doing for our MVP. We're gonna physically go out and just buy separate items for each box. But as we go through our MVP, we want to kind of see what the most common type of items are, so that in the future we can just have preset boxes that would gear towards one certain type of person after they take the survey.
You're spending $170 on the MVP. How are you going to sell the stuff that you buy with the $170?
Well, the customer is actually gonna be paying upfront ahead of time, so the money that the customer gives us is going to be going towards buying
How are you going to sell it?
the actual box. We're
No,
just
I
gonna be,
mean, where are you going to get the customers from?
we're just gonna be using people that we know around Barrington High School.
Did you consider that there may be a second source of revenue with this kind of gifting model? Have you considered perhaps working on that shop small movement and offering for example, the local shops in the village of Barrington who don't have huge audiences, that they may sponsor or advertise with you guys for whatever fee or percentage of sales? What did you find?
Yeah, we've talked about trying to partner with a small business so that they can like we can like buy items in bulk or something from their business, so that it'll cost less to like put them in our box.
Or you don't even have to buy it at all. Instead, in those options, they could always be one of those options. And so you have the photo of that item. So you're not out on any money. They are getting exposure, in essence, advertising, and it becomes another revenue source. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So might just consider kicking it up and expanding revenue sources, not only from the customer, but then from the supplier.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Yeah, and on your guys' logistics side, buying objects and then packaging them up might be extremely hard. I know that Amazon, for example, they have between a 2 and 10% commission that they'll give anyone who actually pushes them onto their page. Why aren't you guys just doing that instead of dealing with all the logistics and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's what we kind of started working on at first. We were deciding between doing a physical box or just recommendations, and then we kind of combined it and had both. But the box part is like for the people that just don't want to like put it together themselves, or they don't have enough time. But we did try to factor that in at first, but we never really got forward on that.
So could you create an option where you simply purchase a larger, say $20 object from Amazon, get it to your house, wrap it up, and then give it to them? Instead of, I feel like buying 3 small objects, putting them in a box and getting them right, you're almost never going to get a perfect gift, and it's going to be extremely logistically challenging, especially for only $5 or between $5 and $10 per box.
So, I mean, I appreciate why it's points too. So, but I just want to work through the chronology of this. You have a potential customer, they make their selections, and then you purchase. You're not purchasing anything prior, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. So what do you want out of your MVP? What are those things, those behaviors or numbers that are gonna say, this is working or it's not working? What are those
Well,
milestones?
from a qualitative standpoint, we really want to perfect the process of once we get the survey, researching and finding a good gift to put in a box, because the main thing that separates our company is how personalized it is and how it really can cater to any different personality type.
So you want signups for the survey, but are you gonna stop there, or you actually want people to execute?
Yeah,
And
we're
place their
actually
order.
try- Yeah.
Okay, so you want orders?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, like from the survey questions, we want to see like how effective our survey is, obviously, and then we also want to see what the most common items we buy, like for each box, so that in the future we can buy them in advance.
Yeah, and also Mr. Salakian is actually our first order for his wife.
Uh-huh. We can't spill the beans to RP then.
So I think another thing you should try to find out in your survey is, and I don't know the answer to the question, but if the recipient gets a gift from Giftify, is that in and of itself marketing, and they're like, oh, this is nice. Someone went to the trouble of like finding these things and having the right gift sent to me, versus is there a perception that maybe they were too lazy to think for themselves, so they went on this website and did a search? Like, I don't know the answer to the question, but if it's, you know, if the answer to the question is, you know, you're basically marketing to that person that got the gift, you know, your packaging may reflect that, versus if it's, you know, if your survey respondents perceive getting a Giftify as a negative, then maybe you downplay.
Does the recipient of the gift see that it's from Giftify?
Yeah, we have like we're gonna order like blue boxes and then our logo on a sticker.
It's a legitimate concern. I mean, you know, somebody opened up a gift from somebody else that they didn't put much into it. You know, I
So
think twice about it.
So to build off of what the gentlemen are saying, so there may be some sort of a tagline that says, selected specially for you by.
Yeah, trying to overcome that stipulation or that stigma, I guess, that would come with My mom didn't think about me enough to buy me this present.
She
wanted my-
outsourced the.
She outsourced the process to someone else.
Don't tell my wife that. I wouldn't think that, but I could see, especially the.
So what's your request for the MVP? What's your
107.
ask?
107.
And you're gonna use it again, just pop it up there. You guys okay with that?
Yeah. All right, congratulations, thank you.
All right.
Guys, sit back.